Okay, this may or may not be working. I can't quite tell. Okay, can you, I can see people over here in the chat section. That's working great. Okay, I'm trying to set up a co-host. Okay, let's see. I got to push this over to the side. Bear with me. We're trying something we haven't tried before. Well, we have tried before, kind of, but we're doing a little bit differently. Okay, stand by, stand by. Copy. I got to send a link out here. I got about 37 different windows open. Maybe that'll work. Okay, maybe. We'll find out shortly. All right, now I'm doing this through OBS. So there, this should work. And I don't know if we have sound yet, but we'll figure that out pretty soon. And we should be looking at my head. Here's some $50. We'll just give you something to look at here. Okay. Is that working yet? I don't know. Nope. Okay. That's not working yet. Okay, stand by. Okay, let me try a little bit here. What's the right here? Try that. Copy that. Maybe. No, this may not work. Who knows? Oh, who's in here? Let's see. I got to see what we can see. That's not what I'm looking for, I think. No, that's not it. I got about I need two screens is what I need. Okay, who do we got? I see Blues, Mama Lou, newbie here. Good to see you. Linda Wallace is here. She sent these great necklaces for the big show. There's Hoover and her dogs. Yep, Coin Dragon, Rich Kelly, Hooper. It's still Hooper Day. Doesn't matter. Z Squared, aren't you working? He's usually up like, at the ass crack of dawn going to work. There's Mentor Coins, Jeff Dunn, Trace, Treasures, Bob C. Couple of new names. Okay, watch for it. I'm going to check with the co-host and see if that's working. No, still not working. We're trying to set up a co-host. Ah, boy, that just crapped out. One moment, please. Links. What's this do? Video embed, YouTube page. No, that doesn't seem to be what I'm looking for. All right, let me copy this whole darn thing here and look at it in text. Because something here should work. Okay, Google Hangouts, this big long number chain. Okay, take off part of it. Take off that last part. And HL equals English. Let's include this part. These are keys. Go back to here. All right. And if that doesn't work, we're just gonna go with it. Maybe that'll work. Okay, this ain't working. If this doesn't work, if this don't work, it ain't gonna. Yeah, this might just crap on us here. I don't know. We've done Hangouts before. Boy, this is tough. All right, try to get Paula Bloom in here as a co-host. Now we've done Hangouts before. That's not been a problem. Beep beep. There's Roadrunner. And what? Well, I have a problem that I don't get to. I don't keep an eye on chat all that well, and she's kind of good at looking at chat and saying, "Hey, what?" So we're trying to get that worked out. Is it working as good as me trying to get a Hangout working? I'm not even close, man. This is failing miserably. I don't know why. Maybe I have just too darn much going on here. It's a fail. Well, hit it really hard with something. Okay, the hell with this. This ain't working for nothing. This should work. I don't know why it's not working. Let me click around a couple of things here first. That's not it. That's not it. What's this? What's that? No. What's this? Add. No. Are you on a computer or a phone or one of those iPads or uh, a Lucky Charms glow ring? What's being used? Okay, fail. To heck with it. I'll keep trying. I don't know tech stuff. I'm not a tech guy. I'm a coin guy. Hmm. I love the play-by-plays. He works it out. It's not work. There's nothing to hit, right? If you could just smack it upside the side of the whatever there's nothing to smack. It's all in the digital realm and the cloud out there. It's terrifically frustrating. And it's not my fault, I tell you. Laptop, pick up the laptop, thump it, smack it. It's nothing I'm doing wrong. I swear it. Did you hear? One of the 5 minted 1885 proof trade dollars sold for 3.3 million plus a buyer's premium, usually about 10%, a few days. No, that's a new one. I usually don't pay attention to the $3.3 million coins because they're just outside of my budget. Yeah, smack it like a jukebox, give it a shake. Shake it like a baby. Okay, I'm going to try it again. And all I can do is copy and paste a link. But I've got, okay, you got the googlehangouts.com / lines, letters and numbers. Then you got E or equals and a question mark, and then EID, which means something I'm sure, equals and some numbers. And HL equals English, EN, then it's underline. Can't you speak English? What? This is nonsense. This is nonsensical. This means something to coders. And dude, I went to a technical college, right? Engineers and stuff. The real geeks, we beat them up. And those real geeks, they come up with this stuff. Okay, the heck with it. It's not working. Paula, it's not working. Okay. I'm going to find the chat. There's the chat because I got 17 windows open. Here's the darn Hangouts. What do I need to do here? What's this button do? That turns the camera off. What's this one do? Adjust bandwidth usage. It's already max. What's that one? Nothing. I can cancel that. Okay. No, I don't know how, but I shaved. You're back? I don't know. We've done this before. We've done these Hangout things before. I'm using OBS as a camera, right? And that's going to Hangouts. And since it's a Hangout, ideally, other people can jump in. So we try to do, a co-host. Look for the little human with a plus next to it. There, I see a little human with a plus next to it. I clicked it. Share the permanent link. Bookmark and come back and copy. Okay, and I'm going to go over here to try this. See what that does. Can't hurt. That link came from the little human with a plus beside it. Then invite as.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear
good.
me?
Good. Yeah, Mantic just told me about this little plus sign here. It's kind of a neat thing.
Oh, well, I knew he would come through. I think
God,
Coin Dragon's been trying to tell you for a while, I think.
See, that's a key problem. I miss the chat. That's the whole point. It's tough. It's tough to keep up with chat and stream about, whatever the heck it is, because most of the time I'm looking at this. Ooh, look how shiny that. Look at it.
I'm aware of this problem.
Yeah. So with a co-host or co-hostess, it might work a whole lot better. We're going to try it out. If it doesn't work, we'll just flush Paula, or I'll quit and she can take over. One or the other is going to work.
No, you can flush me.
We don't have any general rules on how this is going to work. I gave her the instructions. Just do whatever you think is, right, and we'll go from there. Okay, Mike Badger says that's the invite link. All right, we got it. Ta-da! We got some applause. Linda's happy. Coin Dragon's happy. Trey, he's probably happy. J Mart's here. Jeff Dunn, Blues. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try this coin class with a co-host and see what the heck is going on. Try to keep up with chat because people ask questions all the time, and I'm way over here. Okay, there's only one professor. Well, now there's a Professor S, I guess.
I need a bell.
Ooh, who makes those coin bells?
Oh, I have one. I have one.
They got those ding-a-lings, right?
Ding-a-ling.
Yeah, it's a silver bell on a string. All right. Any idea what this is? This showed up in the mail. Jammed, crushed. This is slightly bigger than my mailbox, I think.
Mr. Doughboy. Mr. Doughboy makes these.
Doughboy. There it is. Yeah, it's a shame it does have to $50 and stuff, but he does come up with a pretty good mix of stuff. But, you know, it's his $50. He can do whatever he wants. CJ's here. Oh, good. All right. I have no plan for this particular class, but I find I can take a box of stuff and do a show out of it. And that's exactly what I got. I got a box of stuff. No fooling. This is my plan for today. And this is stuff I have cleaned off the desk several times and just thrown it into a box. And there's stuff in there. And by God, we're going to talk about it. Really, the ideal subject to go with is how to develop and how people tend to develop as collectors. Because it's not a static thing. As your hobby grows, you also grow as a collector. And there's a lot of directions you can go. But a lot of times we all start at the same level, right? Going through pocket change and saying, hey, that one's kind of funny. Geez, that one's kind of strange or weird. And from there, it just grows. God only knows where it's going to grow to. Okay. You're going to watch chat and tell me if I have to catch up with it and see? Okay, that'll work.
That's my job.
All right.
I'll ring my bell or your bell.
Just jingle some coins. All right, we got some mail in here. You know anything about this at all?
Is it from Amazon? I know nothing.
It's from ECLA. It's from Kentucky.
I know
Where's
nothing.
Miranda? All right, I'm going to open it. It's big. It's soft. It's squishy.
Don't squish it.
This is what they did in the mailbox. Look at this. All right, let's see.
I know nothing. I plead the fifth.
The thing is here, so if you open, look at all the packaging material we got. Oh boy, oh boy. You like how I didn't cut through my finger that time? Just open it, he says. You know, I keep saying it. If you're not having fun, you're just not doing it right. You see that commercial? You got the dog there, right? Buck, 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 buck. Yeah, look at this. Do I have to go through the whole show with this thing on my head?
Absolutely. That's for the new, softer, gentler Ken. We're improving your image.
This is going to turn me into a freak. You know it.
One carrot at a time.
Look at this. It's got a carrot here. It's a Cadbury bunny. Yeah, that's the one. Buck, 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 buck. They have these chickens, and they get pretty nervous when they lay these hens, that lay these eggs, and they'd be in there. They get really excited about it. And then they look down, wonder what the hell is this thing I just pooped out. They just don't understand what eggs are, but they do it every single day. There it is. Now it's a lop-eared rabbit. I used to have a rabbit.
It's bendable. It's bendable.
Yeah, that thing chewed through so many phone cords, I had to get a cordless phone. That's back when they were new, both the rabbits and the cords. Okay, but look, we're on W Watch. Can you lay a golden coin? I can try. We're a W watch. The W quarters are out. They're being found. People are finding them. They're selling for good money. Uh, I'm seeing $30 is a low price. Well, somebody promised to send me one, and we've been offering a reward, which is this here llama, which SJ sent. See, you got to have fun with it. Okay. And I'll sign the back. There's the llama. And a proof set, 2001, because I had a whole bunch of 2001s. And I've been meaning to come up with some other offerings so the first person who sent in a W can, ooh, I'll take that one, can choose. Well, this is from DS. Those are the initials. Is DS in here? He's got a name. I know what his name is. Doug? No. Diggin? I'd have to check my email. But he says it should be there tomorrow. And this is tomorrow. And it's got tracking on it. So it's a good chance of this. This may be, we're going to open it up. This may be a W quarter. I can't open it. Bigger hammer. Bigger tool. All right, let's see if this is going to work. Don't cut yourself.
You're good on chat. They're just admiring your new look.
There it is. I can't make this stuff up. If it bothers me too much, I'm going to take it off.
Okay.
Because usually I don't wear anything.
You have pants on?
Huh?
Do you have pants on?
They haven't sent pants. They send shirts. They send it rabbit ears. They don't send pants. So, stuff it. I go without. J-Mar says, did you get my email with a picture of the double D mint mark $50? Maybe. I don't know. Could be. Really, the best way to do the pictures is send them to checkmycoin at yahoo.com.
I think we looked at it last night.
Beg your pardon?
I think we looked at it last night.
Uh-huh. Yeah, really, that is the best way. I can get 30, 40, 50 emails a day. There's no possible way to check all those emails, respond to them all, and have a life. There's not enough coffee in the world. So, we'll team it. We'll tag team it. That's where that comes in. You got to check this out, guys. It's from Dodger 455. Dodger, you in here?
I haven't seen it.
Okay. It's got a note here. Ken, the West Point quarter is yours. Do with as you see fit. Enjoy. Look forward to getting the state quarter set. The nickels are for the big show. Oh, right. We got nickels. There's a W quarter in here, and we're going to give this away on the big show. We're going to have to promote the heck out of that for the next couple of days.
Speaking of that, Ken, did you see that the guy that found one early on and then found several more later on? He sent his in to be slabbed, and he just sold it on eBay for $625. It has a first day, like first week.
The first
every year.
Nice.
$625, and it was an MS-65.
And he was a discovery piece, so he got $5 for that too.
No, it wasn't the discovery piece, but it was like first week or early discovery, something like that. First strike, something, yeah.
Let's put this under the, look at this, look at it, look. I can see it with my own, boy, that's in good shape. Look at it, huh? That there is a W, a West Point quarter, 2019 Lowell quarter. We got to put that under the scope. Let me get this keyboard out of the way here. Get out of the way, you. There's a good spot for it. Let's pull this up. Okay. There it is. Oh, look, this is so easy to use. Get out of here, Kennedy. There he is. I was looking at his ear earlier. Looks okay.
Fine ear.
Look at the W's.
Not as nice as your ears, though.
Dum 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 dum. Boy, that's in good shape for a W. I've seen these things just rim-racked.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
That's a W right there. Lowell West Point quarter, and dude, it's a peach. I think we got some cat hair with it as an extra bonus. You can't get that on eBay. Let's look at the back. 2019. Oh, that is in splendid condition too.
Very nice.
Little mark over here at 2 o'clock. I think that one's survivable. Somebody is going to win this come Sunday. Oh boy, look at it. Look at it. Would you just look at it? Anything special about it besides the W? It's a darn shame they changed the way they do the mint marks, because wouldn't it be neat to see a double W? They call it a WW. Oh, there it is. Got little serifs on top. Well, there's no hiding that one.
Blue says, pick me, pick me.
Pick me, pick me. Ooh, man. I'm pretty happy with this. This is a neat thing. And only in the big show. Has anybody else, any other channel given away a West Point quarter yet? W2, W squared. We got Z squared.
Z squared.
Okay, there it is. Real decent shape.
I haven't seen anybody giving away.
I think that's Flubber. All right. There. Tell all your friends we're going to give this baby away on Saturday. Yeah, it's got all the luster. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's no fooling around here. This is hardcore. There.
Hey, Ken, if you want to hang on to it for a week, we can include that with the W penny, with the proof set that I'm sending you.
The W and the W.
Mm-hmm.
That'll give us an extra week to just hype this all to hell.
Yeah.
Get the word out. Maybe we can finally break the 500 mark on views. Boy Dragon says that'd be sweet. Could have a struck-through greaser with no W. Well, how would you tell? Maybe it's a struck-through P with no P if it was a greaser. Yeah. There would be die markers on these, but boy, you'd have to really zoom in hard to see those. Well, it looks legit, I can tell you that. There, we got it. As Dodger 455 has sent the first W quarter. So Dodger, we're gonna have I'm gonna find a selection of items to choose from, or you can just say, yeah, I'll take that 2001 proof set, and of course the llama. We got a llama here for you. It's a cardboard llama, came from SJ, right? Kind of a neat thing. You can't get these. You can't get these in stores either. I think she actually whittled this out of a tree in her
Dodger's
backyard.
here now. Dodger's here.
Beg your pardon?
Dodger's here.
He sure is. Yeah, way to go, Dodger. He has sent the first W quarter into the big show, and we also have some other things we got to look at here. All right, what do we got? We got some rubber bands. We got some rabbit ears. You can win these. They got to get off my head. They're starting to pinch it. Okay, what do we got? We got some nickels. Here we go. 1978 BU. Shiner. No question about it. Look at the luster on that one. Okay, we got 1975 D. You know how hard these are to find in circulation in this kind of shape? You're not going to do it. What's that, a 64? Yeah. We'll have to look at the stairs in a bit. And we have another stack over here. Okay. 1968S. Whole group of these nickels. 1960D. Now, from 64 and earlier, the mint marks were on the back. You gotta find them right over here. Where's my stick?
Is that all from Dodger?
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
I can't get to my sticks. Here's some.
We're having a tornado here or something.
We had a heck of a storm earlier. Ooh, I can't see it. Go there, right down here. There's your mint marks on the reverse. Later on, they move them to the obverse. You'll find it right beside the date. Stop moving the darn things, will ya? It's like Walmart, you know. You go to get the cat food, and they moved it. Now it's over where the wine used to be. Huh? You're killing me here. Now, normally the changes in mint marks or design, maybe adding arrows, would indicate a change in composition or size. You see that a lot with the Seated Liberty issue. Yeah, that's a pretty solid strike right there. However, on these, the nickels have been the same formula since they started making the darn things in what, 1868? I don't know. When did they start making the shield nickels? 1860 something, 64, 5, 1866. Yeah, that's about right. And it's been the same darn composition ever since. Same size, same weight, same diameter, same thickness. Just change the head. Now we got TJ over here. Well, we better look at that while I'm here. I can't help myself. 1866 with the shield nickels. And the only change they had was during the war when they had the silver war nickels. There you go. And we got a 1959 D in the mix. There you go. A nice early piece here. Let's sit on the back. There's that mint mark. Yes, sirree. And boy, it's hard to get good lines on the stairs. I don't care if it's fresh, right out of the roll from the mint, brand new. It's hard to get these because this is the highest point in the coin. So even if they're on a roll, they're going to be, just rubbing lightly against each other. And over the years, you have what's called cabinet wear, and you lose those stairs. But also, if it's not a full force on the strike, it doesn't necessarily fill that bit. And it's a small detail, so even if it does fill it, sometimes that detail kind of wears down. So you get a worn die, full strike, you still got no steps. It's so unfair. There, so it's hard to get these full steps. Let's look at this one. Okay, count them up. How many do we see? Well, you got several steps there, but they're not quite full. Okay, we want to see all 5 stairs. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4 is what I've got. And 1 at the top, 2, 3, and this bit down here at the bottom. But here's where it goes awry. Here's where things go awry, is right in the middle. And this is just cabinet wear. Yeah, it's a darn shame. At one point, that might have been super. Those are hard to get.
Mike Badger found a 1940 with wavy steps this week.
Oh, very good. What are these? A nickel? Well, it wouldn't be a wheat penny, would it? No. Yeah, they got wavy steps on the wheat pennies, but it's a problem with the design. They call it a design extension anomaly, whatever that means. But it's not intentional, and it's not really remarkable either on the memorial pennies. Oh, we got half the stairs here. Monticello. All right. Let's look at that 68. I'm always hopeful for 68. So yeah, some pretty good strikes there. Okay. I'm going to have to speak again on that. Yeah. See here on the letters here, this is die deterioration. The metal flowing into the divot on the die, which is, say, the letter M, right? And then coming back out, the way that metal's flowing in, it grinds. And they don't grease these things up. It's metal on metal contact, and it grinds down the design on the dies. Wears them out. No matter. That's a pretty good looking nickel otherwise. There. So we got something for the big show. We'll make those last for several weeks. Oh, geez. Did you see this, Bill? Look, we got a W quarter in. Somebody got the W quarter to us. This is from Dodger 455. I'm so excited. It makes my ears stand straight up. No fooling. Yep. Wait a minute. This says the West Point quarter is yours to do with as you see fit. Screw this. I'm keeping that. Only 1938 nickels. Them and 1939 had some coins with the wavy steps, says Mike Badger. 39 and 40, you have some design changes on the back of that nickel. And it shows at the steps on the portico, which is, where'd you go? Oh, right there, which is going to be seen, well, not on this one. Where is it? Oh, there's the D. There's the center. And you're going to see it at the, where things come together here. And you got to have top grade coins to make it out right. I don't blame you. If we get one, we're definitely keeping it. Shay Hoffmaster found a couple of them yesterday. And I guess he's going to be selling off those rolls tomorrow. during his show for what? $5? What are those rolls running?
$5. Yep.
$2 for a roll. You get whatever's in them. And he found 2 out of 1 roll. So that might be the kind of show you want to get into is tomorrow's Mantic Coins. No, this is the only one I've seen. Maybe the only one I see for a while because I don't get to the bank much. And, dude, this is so far out in the woods. I mean, they just got fire in the wheel here. No, we're going to give that away because somebody out there in TV land, out there in YouTube land is going to want a W quarter. And besides, nobody else done it. We're going to give it away. It'll be fun.
I don't think I've seen anybody from the West Coast get one yet. That's posted it.
Well, here's a chance. Yep. Yeah, we'll give it a week. So we can give them the W penny proof set and the W quarter all in one. We can talk about it all week long. Mantic says, yep, we found 2 in 1 roll and stopped.
And he screamed like a little girl.
Yeah, he did. He screamed like Adriana when she finds it. Cheapskate says there's a Circle K a couple miles away. He's gotten 2 2019 D. Well, keep an eye out, babies. They're coming out. Now, another month or so, you're going to see the next W quarter coming up. And the whole cycle starts all over again. You're going to have to get all 5. I scared some folks. There you go. I've got these right here in front of me. You don't see these a lot either. What is this? This is a, oh, here you go. It's a 2013 S. And they've been making the S uncirculated quarters since 2012. Okay, so you got a lot of them on ATB, but these are NIFCs, whereas those are IFCs. Those are intended for circulation, but these S clad, uncirculated or not. Here we go. And if you look at the sides, you see it's clad. And where are you here? Scope. S. There, you get an S. Well, I suppose we'll have to include one of these in the big show as well. So you get an S uncirculated, a Lowell W. That'll be a good show. You want to see that. Look, Sunday at 9:30 is when we have the big show. People send in coins. That's what Dodger did here. And lots of other people. I mean, lots of them, right? I keep them all over here on the hutch, which is over there. And if I raise that up, you see, that's my flashlight. Don't mind that. It's dark out there at night. These boxes, and there's bunches of them, this is all different people sending different stuff. And then I got more in the envelopes here. That's the big show. They send it in, and each week we put together a package. So if you're not experienced in what the heck that is, you got to watch at the very least. And you don't have to pay to win. You can win stuff, and we give away some really beautiful stuff, I tell you.
So Ken, remember I told you that I ordered the quarters in the bag from the mint before I found out they weren't putting the W out in those. So I got them. I got the 2019 P&D American Memorial quarters. So would that be something you'd want me to send in, like a couple sets of the P&D on those?
Just send all your coins.
Really. Do what?
Just send all your coins.
All my well, that's not going to happen, but okay. But I can send some of these if you want. They're really nice, actually. They came out very nice, so.
Very good.
But no W.
Nope. There's stuff coming onto the market, and some of it's going into circulation that have not been out there before. We've got the Great American Coin Hunt going on. Well, it's supposed to start like in a week or so, but people are putting coins out and change left and right. High-grade, collectible, valuable coins. Sometimes a lot of, maybe just some old wheat pennies or buffalo nickels. But we're seeing a lot of coins going into circulation. Let me take this here real quick. Let's see if I can do this right. Okay, there's the screen. Okay, I'm going to have to resize the screen here. And we have here, where is it? There's supposed to be a map here for the Great American Coin Hunt. It's not here. Where did it go? There was a freaking map. Show me the map. Okay, let's see. View pin coins, how to participate, hologram stickers, form more. Let's click on the home. There was a map here a minute ago. Go to the home page. What's this? There. Can you see this okay? I'm going to look because I got a lot of things in the, yeah, geez, it's everywhere here. No. Okay, there. Is that going to work? I'm going to move the bunny ears. Put it over here. There. Okay. This is a zoomable map. You go to thegreatamericancoinhunt.com. Is that right? Greatamericancoinhunt.com. And I can put that link in the chat, by the way. Let me copy that. Find the chat. Put it in there. And hit the button. There we go. And that'll take you to this page, which from there you click on the big letters and it'll take you to the map. And people who have put things into circulation have been adding them to the map. Use Control Plus. Well, here's our scroll. All right. There. What's released, where it's released, when it was released, who's doing what, where, how, when, and to whom, and for what reasons. Okay, you can zoom right in. Where do you live, right? You live in Cincinnati. Oh, Indianapolis got some activity. And you can see what's going on. Emily put in, let's see, a drop spot at 3300 Prague Road. I don't know what she sent or what she put in, but people are dropping stuff in. Okay, here's one. Hoosier Coin and Currency dropped away some Indian pennies, Lincoln wheat cents, silver certificates, and $2 red seals somewhere around Danville, Indiana. This is a neat one. Where do you live? And this is what's happening. And dude, this is going to grow over the next couple of weeks. Gosh, they're up here at what's Manitoba? What is that up in there? Canada here. Edmonton. That's Alberta. Edmonton, Alberta. People are dropping coins in. And, well, there's something to play with all night, I can tell you. You get a lot of activity on the East Coast. Well, you get a lot more population on the East Coast is why. Over in the West, you got this big expanse of desert and mountains, and the only people who live there are, you know, cactus lovers and cheapskate coins down here in New Mexico. Yeah. What's here is Idaho. I come from Maine, and apparently I was the only collector in Maine because there's nothing in Maine. Come on.
Yeah, okay. See that big empty void between California and Washington? That's me.
All right, I'm here in Florida. I'm in the north part, and well, that's just an empty void here. Nothing in Georgia. Well, actually, this is all swamp. That's why people don't know that about this part of the country. It's a swamp. Snakes, alligators, mosquitoes. Yeah, Oregon, pretty quiet. North Texas. But East Coast, you get a lot of population there, and right along the coast in the West where the sun sets, and you know they get them beach people. Well, that's a neat thing. I just thought I'd share that with you. Let me catch up on chat for a bit. Okay, let me get this sorted out. Okay, there's the screen. Then I got to get this going. There's the home. Make this focus. There it is. I think I'm caught up. Nothing in Western New York. Well, you know, you are the hobby. You guys, it's up to you guys to put them things out there so other people can find them. Bill Betts got his package. Valdosta's not a swamp. I've been to Valdosta, man. It's a swamp. The whole place. Seriously. Church's Chicken, all of it. I worked in the, let's see, they got a soybean factory. They got, what's that one place? It's a soybean factory. Yeah. They got, if it's a furnace, we've worked there, of course. Bigfoot. Okay.
Bill Betts, thank you. He got his package today, Ken. Bill Betts.
I'm so glad. The only thing I haven't shipped out is Cindy, because it just wouldn't print. I don't know why, but I gotta. Well, I could try printing it again, but otherwise I'll get off to the to town and drop it in the mail, and you know, give them a couple of bucks, and maybe they'll just mail it for me. That's usually, you know, the way it works. But that I couldn't get the darn thing to print. It just crapped out on me. There's CFA. Robin Off is a new name. I haven't seen you before. Welcome aboard. Okay, I'm going to get into some stuff over here. I got this box, right? And I clean off the desk sometimes, and really, it's ready. It's ready again. Um, and I thought it'd be a good example of what sorts of things people encounter because it's not just collecting coins. It's a hobby of accumulation. You collect coins, books, albums, equipment, hardware, um, stuff, right? But the whole time you're developing your coin collection, you're developing as a collector, and the way you collect is going to change. And honestly, you got to realize there are no rules when it comes to collecting coins. So if somebody tells you you're doing it wrong, you go right ahead and punch them. Just go on. Because there's no whatever you want to collect is that's up to you. If it's damaged coins and you like to collect damaged coins when God love you, go for it. Okay, but we're gonna just get into here. Let's give you an idea of what the heck this. What is this? This is from cleaning the desk off. Uh, Weeks of stuff that comes in. Nobody really knows what it is. Here's a computer cord. That's a video cord. Okay, we got here's a PCGS box cover. So somewhere around here is the bottom of a PCGS box. We're going to go through here and talk and well, just make it up as we go because it'll work. We do this all the time, really. Okay, I broke this. One moment. Technical difficulties.
It worked for Johnny Carson and Ed McMahon, Ken. It'll work for us.
I'll pick that up some. Oh, there, we lost a leg. There. Am I bumping it? I'm going to get some duct tape and fix this one day. Let's get this over the side and just pull stuff up as we go. And I'll take the stuff and I should have another box is what I should have. Okay, here. Great stuff. PCGS puts out these boxes. Okay. They're for slab storage. Here's some slabs. This is the way it works out. Now, PCGS, I'll just talk as we go, is a third-party grader. They'll take your coin, perhaps your West Point quarter, and they'll encapsulate it. Here we go. This is an example of a 2003S. It's a proof coin. This is certified Proof 69 with a deep cameo. And let's see if we can see that deep cameo. It's just black and white. And Alabama, so you got Helen Keller. Yeah, that was my Helen Keller imitation. Did you see that? Okay. I've talked about slab coins and when it's a good time to slab the darn things. Really, if you can't decide for yourself whether or not to slab the coin, consider the notion that you're not quite advanced enough to, well, bother slabbing the coin. There's an expense involved. To justify the expense, you probably want a better quality and a more valuable coin. How is the W quarter? Oh, we got to get that story from Dodger on how he found this and where he found it. Huh. There we go. Okay, but I've talked at length about slabs. And, well, look, some people like to slab the darn things just because it's part of their collection. And like I said, there's no rules. If you want to slab your coin, you go right ahead. You know, somebody tells you you're doing wrong, slap them, punch them, knock them down, poke them in the eye. They've, in recent years, resorted to different formats for their holders. On the state quarters, you have the state flag holders, right? Normal design, they'll have the label up at the top and the coin down below, but here you have the states, so they're backwards. So this is position B. See? You got to turn the darn things upside down. I don't know if I have a regular one here. These are all quarters that would appear. What's that one? Arkansas. There you go. A lot of the flags are blue for some reason. What's that one over here? Pennsylvania. Yep. You know, at some point, you're going to step up in your hobby and go from just collecting pocket change to developing a set. Where's this? This is what's in there. I've got a folder. Let me get this out of the way. Okay. There's nothing wrong at all with having a big sock full of coins. right? But at some point, you're going to go through and sort them out and say, this is the best one for that date, right? And this is the best one for that next date. It's shiny, it's bright. There it is. It's got all the detail, has no marks on the surface. It's in focus. There you go. Whereas this one over here, it's, you know, stained, it's toned, it's been around the block a couple of times, got a nail hole in it. At some point, you make a conscious decision to step up from just stuff to specific stuff. And these folders, this is in the box. These folders are especially handy, right? Whitman produces these. You have H.E. Harris produces them, and they're cardboard, right? And they're thick enough to hold a coin. Okay, there you go. But you're going from circulated a lot of times to better grades, better conditions, where you have all the original luster, right? Coins that are in great shape. But these kind of handy because you've got all the dates and mint marks laid out, some extra information, how many were made, and now you're putting together a collection. And when it's done well, dude, they start to shine. They become formidable over time, downright respectable. And well, it's a conscious decision. A complete set of high grade coins doesn't happen accidentally. You've got to decide for yourself, I'm going to put this together. That would be so cool if I would have put that together. These folders they're $4. You can get them at Hobby Lobby, right? You get used ones for $1 sometimes. If you have a coin shop nearby, you can pick the darn things up. I carry a few. I've got this one, for example. But you'll take a step up, and rather than, you know, just pick up what you find at pocket change, people will grab, they go to the bank and they get entire boxes of coins. You'll see this in some of these channels, right? You got Manta coins over there tomorrow going through quarters. He's got boxes of quarters, right? Rolls of quarters, boxes of them. They do it with half dollars. They do it with pennies. People do it with all kinds of things. But, you know, you can go through a box of pennies, maybe 3 or 4 boxes, and it would take that just to fill from 1959 forward. And still, you wouldn't have all of them in top grade, where you have, you know, nice, brilliant, shiny surfaces, new looking things. They'd be kind of old and brown, kind of like over here. But over time, as you keep going through these boxes, you can improve them one at a time. That's how it's done, is one coin at a time. Or you buy the whole darn set already put together. But you have to make that leap at some point. And nobody knows what it is that causes a person to make that leap, but it has to be a conscious decision to say, I'm going to start actually building a collection. Rather than just, you know, fill a coffee can with funny stuff I find in change, I'm going to build a collection. Every date, every mint mark, for an entire series. Maybe you like maybe you prefer Jefferson Nichols. Okay, yeah, they got boxes of Jefferson Nichols, and you put those together. But as you go back in time, they get harder and harder to find in higher grades, right? Here you got some 50s. Dude, you can find 50s and 40s, even 30s in these rolls, but getting them in top grade, boy, that's tough. Geez, 90s, you can get those, you know, one here, one there. 80s, you can get a couple in a box. 70s, in, you know, full luster. They're tough. They just 30 years, and they get very tough. So at some point, you got to start, you know, buying the darn things. But you can get pretty far. You can go a long ways with your collection, just going through rolls and hunting. And it becomes less a matter of chance and more a matter of, ooh, I like this one. But you're taking that step up and developing now critical thinking. You become, this one is not as good because of whatever reason. Maybe he's got a splotch on his nose, right? No, I don't like that one. It doesn't have quite enough detail on the tail feathers. That's when you start to be picky. There we go. We can zoom in and look. Okay. That as you grow your collection, you become more picky. You develop as a collector. What's wrong with this one? There's nothing wrong with this. It's been very lightly circulated. Okay, a little contact mark there on the eagle's head with my little stick. Oh, right in here, a little contact mark, a couple of small dings. You'll learn what these things are. These D-shaped marks, that is another coin landing on it. If you look at the edge where the reading, well, this is going to be hard to take a photo of. There you go. It's the reeded edge of another coin impacting this $half that leaves that D mark. And I've got my pointy stick. Let's see if I can do this. This is real hard for me because I have no grace. Watch this. There's the rim. And that's the D shape, is this, the edge of that milled rim. There. I think that's what we can see. And that is what you're seeing over here. Wow, we totally lost our focus. There you go. That's what these marks are. Yeah, you're able to identify what's going on with these coins a lot of times. Kind of a neat thing. Later on, as you get closer in with more and more detail, you can start to decide, hey, man, this is a different variety, this different design. Kennedy's have a couple of different designs. A lot of them are focused upon the R. And well, watch Mantic Coins show tomorrow. He always talks about, I do pennies more than $half. I just happen to have a bunch of $half here. So we'll use those. But he'll explain what these different design varieties are, because over time, the Mint adjusted the design for whatever reasons. There we go. But you become more critical of the coin. And as you become more critical, your collection is going to show. It's going to reflect in what you collect and how you collect it. But you're going to take that jump at some point and start buying the coins. And then you're getting into a whole different, a whole nother realm. Linda, like Susan B's. Where'd those go? Linda sent these in. You got to see these. This ain't working. You still here, Paula?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm reading chat.
Anything I got to pay attention to? Oh, Linda sent these. She sent a bunch of these over to CFA show, Coin for Amateur. There he is, right there. And I thought they were pretty cool. I'm thinking, is she going to send some to my show? She did. Look at this. She makes these things. It's hand woven. She grows the cotton, right? Picks it, combs it, weaves it, makes it, dyes it, makes these wonderful necklaces. And they're much softer than these rabbit ears, I can tell you. And she puts some coins in a bezel. If we can get that to focus, it'd be a delight. There you go. So you can wear that around your house. Or not. Sometimes I just wear this. Nothing. This and the rabbit ears. Makes for an interesting thing going on around here, I can tell you. So, coin jewelry. Yeah, we got a couple more. Here's Sacagawea. She's got a Kennedy, another Sacagawea, different colors. These are wonderful pieces. I don't wear jewelry, but if I did, I'd look so nice with Susan B. Anthony around my neck, because they look at Susan and say, Ken, you look great. Yeah, she makes me look good.
Cheapskate's got a question.
Pardon?
Cheapskate's got a question.
What do you got?
Says, I'm still wondering what's going to happen with quarters after the America the Beautiful program ends.
Wait for it. Did they go back to the original? Well, you know, they did the bicentennial pennies, and they had 4 different designs: P, D, right, S. Then you had the satins, the proofs, the business strikes, all that. 20 different pennies, and they made the S's, the proof, and the mint sets. They made those in the original material, right? The original recipe of 95% zinc. And after that, they went back to the original penny. Of course, they changed the reverse design. They did the nickels for 2004, 2005 with the 200 years or what? Yeah, 200 years since Lewis and Clark's trip, because it was Jefferson who who bought the Louisiana Purchase and sent Lewis and Clark over so they could do their thing and meet up with Sacagawea, have a party, have some boat fun, and go discover the Pacific Ocean. And I guess they named it the Pacific Ocean because it was so Pacific at the time. Well, anyway, when that was over, they went back to the original design. Now, they've since changed the obverse, so he's looking at you, right? I get kind of paranoid about that. Well, geez, it's been 20 years with the state quarters and now the ATBs, and they're going on for a little while longer. Will they go back to the regular George Washington quarter, or will they give us a different design? Geez, you gotta like those old Eagle reverses. I can't even. They're getting tough to find. What's this one? That's New Mexico. CJ, you here? We'll give CJ a quick plug. He makes these holders, right? Little insert that goes in your acrylic holder. He's got the different states, so you can have every state with its own little state holder. You see CJ about those. He does neat. He's got this thing, right? He's got a 3D printer, and he's printing another 3D printer. That's brilliant. It's a bigger one. And I suppose from there, he'll just keep on getting ever larger 3D printing machines. I think Ken with the bunny ears would be a fine-looking quarter. You'd have to, like, angle them down, you know, so it would fit inside the... I'd have to be like a lop to make it fit in the quarter design. Yeah, now I look like a dork.
CJ makes all kinds of cool things.
Where Lewis and Clark picked up Sacagawea, that's exactly where I live, where the Snake River meets the Columbia and the Tri-Cities. I live, if that's where I'm right here. Yep, I'm at my esophagus. That's the panhandle over here. Oh, there it goes.
Looks like you have like a helicopter rotors on your head.
If I spin around real fast, I'll be okay.
I want to wind you up.
Yeah, you can bend these. Look at this. I'm going to take this off. It's really pinching me. I feel quite dork-like.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
I don't know what to do with non-coin things. Usually they end up in the box here. Okay. People start off with things that they come across. It's interesting. It's different. It's unknown. Maybe they just hold on to it because it's it's the year they were born, or their kids were born, or the year they were married, or the year they met Sacagawea, or whatever it is. For whatever reason, they'll keep a coin or two. Geez, so we got a whole lot of them. Pick out the best. Here's the best one for this year. Here's the best one for that year. And this one's no good. Here's the best one for that next year. And what do you know? Now you're starting to develop a collection. You're getting a more formal set. You can display them, holders, folders, God knows what. But at some point, you're going to be ready for the next level. Oh, let's look at this first, because this is in the box here. This is a different kind of album. You should get the old cardboard ones, and they're good. There's nothing wrong with those. Okay. Check out this one. Let me move the mouse out of here. I need more desk space. I push stuff over here for a little more room. I just give it a shove. But I had to put a big box on the other side of the desk to catch stuff that, float off that edge. You ever see the machine, right? You drop the quarter in, and it moves a little. With each quarter you put in, drop another quarter in. And this is what's going on my desk over here. It's exactly what this is. And over here, it falls off. Okay, check this out. This is a Whitman folder. They stopped making these, in the mid-70s? Kind of a neat thing. These are the bookshelf albums. I'm going to have to go up a bit so we can see more. There we go. That's what they look like. Real pretty things. You got 3 pages. If I can open this up right. But check this out. You have these sliding windows. We can see that. Boy, that is hard to see. It's here. Ooh, there. The reflection will work. So you can slide these in and out. And these will give your coin better protection than the cardboard. But check it out. You got a window on each side so you can see the front and the back of your coins. Kind of nifty. And they got 3 pages, and they got different dates. The first one goes from 1909 to 1940. There's another one goes from 1940 to 74, something like that. They're kind of slick. They're real neat. That's what happens when you start building a collection. You get every date, you keep the best and to hell with the rest. You're going to find every now and then when you start doing these, some dates are a little tougher, right? 1931S, for example, that's a tough one. 31D is a little tricky. You can get them. What's missing in here? There's a 1922D plain. Well, sometimes they call it a 1922 plain. Sometimes they call it a 1922 Philly. Well, it's a D. They're all made in Denver. But there's a problem with the mint mark, and it's gone. There were 4 dies that were used to make these coins that ended up being well, the weak D and the plain. It has no mint mark at all. Well, let's see. 24 is a tough one. There's no 24 in this collection. Let's see. 26S. You can get those. You'll have to pay for those probably. You might be able to find one in circulation. Chances are, if you want to fill these holes, you're going to end up paying for the coins because they're few and far between. And then the early S mints over here, you'll see. Where's a piece of paper?
Can you still buy those, Ken?
Used. You can get some that are new, but really they're new and been sitting on a shelf for 30 years. They'll cost you anywhere from 10 to 15 bucks, depending on what kind of shape they're in. This one, I guess, get a little weak over here at the seams, but I love these. These are splendid little booklets. Now, U.S. Mint commissioned Whitman to make some others. Here we go.
So those are similar to the Danskos.
Yes, very similar. Very similar. Danskos. Here we go. A Dansko is it's the ultimate. You get into these. Here's a Dansko album. Totally empty. Okay. I'm working on it. Yeah, same idea. We have these 30 pages. The coins fit in. They make them for pennies, nickels, dimes, everything, dude, everything. They've got the slide out screens here. Where's the reflection? There you go. These are heavier duty. The Dansko is, Elvis. They're nice. They're solid. They're heavy duty. You can put the Whitman albums beside the Dansko, and these are just much nicer. Let's see. Here we go. Whitman makes bigger ones, different from the bookshelf, right? And these will run you 20, 25 bucks. The Danskos are superior in every way. Just more heavy duty. They do the job. And geez, you got, you can add the pages. They have little pegs. These screws here actually unscrew. One piece screws into the other. They call it a sex bolt is what it is. There you go. You can take it out. And used, these go for 25 bucks. Whereas these are brand new for 25 bucks. And they got all different sizes and stuff. Here's quarters. Here's my collection of Washington quarters. Ooh, I got to add one. There, 1932. Oh, because I got one right here. Okay, pick out the best. That's going to be this one, I'm sure. There you go, and you drop it in. Try not to stick your finger on it. Okay, we'll get the covers off. I'm going to press it in with with this little cardboard holder. And that's it. That's it. That's all it takes. And they're not tough. Another slide over here. Brand new. Look at that, huh? Brand spanking new. These are acetate. You can actually cut your own, but they kind of need to be the right size. And they slide in real easy. Real easy if you have grace. But I don't have grace, so this is hard for me. There we go. Yeah. And some people only do this with gloves on because they don't want to get fingerprints on these sliders. Okay, there we go. Now, if you want to do this, every time you slide the window out, slide it back in, you can leave little lines, little streaks on your plastic. So what you might do is get all your quarters, your entire set ready first, and then put them in all at once so you're not sliding them in, sliding them out every time you change a quarter. And then you have a fantastic presentation. Here we go. I've got a few holes in that one during the 60s. I'll work on it. But this, I put this totally together from circulation. That's just from circulation. These slots, the missing ones, those are the proofs. There we go. And it has different stuff. For the longer series, they've got 2 books, right? Real slick. Jeez, where do you go with this? The Danskos will run you 30, 40, 45 bucks, some of them. They can be pricey. And like I say, these don't happen by accident. When you're ready for these, the 30, 40 bucks isn't going to be too bad. Let's catch up on chat. I would love to find one, Linda.
The garage sales. She said that you can find those in garage sales sometimes.
Ooh, these are splendid. Chiefland coin. I think it is. You can look up Chiefland coin. I believe they have some of these available. Let me get let me pull this up. Where's the mouse? Let me give you.
And apparently Blues is finding all of the 1992 close AMs, but he can't find any white AMs. I think he's been drinking out of that mason jar tonight.
Chief coins.
Chieftain?
Chief coin, Chiefland coin, Chief coin. Chief coin and supply. There's one. Chief coin. No, that's fire and rescue type stuff.
Chieftain.
There we go. Here it is. I can show you this. Where's the? Okay, there's the screen. Right. What can we see? We can see from here to there. Yeah, that's good enough. Let me move that down. Yeah, here it is. Chief Coin and Supply has some of these, sometimes these Whitman bookshelf albums. And what are they running? Okay, let's see. Let's close that. Assets used, 35 bucks. Lincoln Cents 1 and 2 used, $7 plus or shipping. I don't see any new, so I guess all he has is used.
Have you bought from them before?
Yeah, I've used these guys. They're fine.
Okay.
Lincoln Cents 59 through 89 with a proof, 25 bucks. These are for Whitman folders. And the more you buy, you spend 50 bucks, you get a little discount, 5% off. Okay, $2.50. You spend 100 bucks, pretty much it makes up for the shipping. Okay. Well, let's see. Nichols, here you go. $7 for used these bookshelf albums. And sometimes they got them, sometimes they don't. Just keep an eye. Get back in there. Take a look. City Quarters, Barber Quarters, Washington Quarters, all of them, right? The Whitman bookshelves. And if it's got the more modern ones with the unprinted, then it's going to be probably the big full-size beasties. But, just read the thing and check it out.
Those are good prices.
Yeah, $7 isn't too bad, but it's always hit or miss when you're getting used.
Yeah.
Are they good shape? Are they dog tired? Let me show you these. Okay, let's see. Where's the chat? There's the chat. Find my way back to this. There's Paula. And I got that. Yeah. Do I have enough windows open? Home. Good. Okay. Whitman started making these again. But I made them for the U.S. Mint. This is them, and they're better. They're bigger, right? I can hold this up here. Let's get rid of this. They're a little wider. They're a little bit taller, but just a little. So, ooh, look. This is a key feature. I love these. You put this thing up on the shelf, right? You take it off the shelf. This is where they tend to take the damage, is the corners and back here at the spine. They get tired, they get beat up, they get dog-eared, just kind of drooping over like the bunny ears. And they've added these corner braces. They're wonderful. Ooh, there's stuff in here. What do we got here? This is 1974 onward. And these are the new style, but it's the U.S. Mint albums. But these are produced by Whitman. No, I'm wrong. H.E. Harris made these. H.E. Harris and Company produces United States Mint coin albums from carefully selected acid-free material and of the highest quality coin produced in their. Oh, I thought they were freaking Whitman. No matter. What are these? These are probably 20 bucks. 3 pages. No, that's a 4-pager. And they're probably 20, 25 bucks. A.T. Harris makes these for the U.S. Mint. Yeah, if you can find those, they're pretty slick. Enough windows open for flashbacks into the 60s. Dude, I got a lot of stuff on this computer. People chipped in and got this thing for me, and it's so much better than that old laptop. Well, you know, these are nice. There's no question these are nice. But at some point, you're going to move past these and get into your own method of storing coins. Oh, here's some proofs. But, there you go. What's that one? That's a 1997. I got a few holes in this one. I buy whole sets or partial sets, and this is what we get. This is number 19. And I pick out the best, and well, I don't get to the rest. A lot. I've got stacks of these. Let's see, right over here. There, that's a stack of albums and folders. There's more up here. What's over here? A couple up in this section. I'm sure there's several in this box down here between the file cabinet and the table. They're all over the place. They grow on you. I tell you, it's a hobby of accumulation. This is one of those things that accumulate. I buy these whole sets and I get them at pretty good prices, and I sell off the top few, which is what the holes are. Right, and that pays for, that gets me my money back. It's an accumulation strategy. It pays for the whole darn thing. And then the rest of them, I'll get to them later. That's the idea. So there's some good stuff in here. 26, the 24D is missing, the early S mints. But there's some damn good coins in here. Let's pull one out and see what we get. And I'll get to them. Yeah, we'll just pop that one out. We'll slide in the bottom here. Come on. There we go. Wiggle them around. What's this one? Okay. Here's what it looks like when I put a coin under the scope. There we go. This is behind the scenes stuff. And through the scope, we see this. There it is. There's a 1918. And it's in pretty good shape. What's that mark? I'll have to look at that. Okay, it's probably XF. There's some good coins in these sets. Well, a lot of people would be just happy as a pig in poop to get some old wheat pennies in great shape. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, it takes time to go through them, pick them out, grade them, put them up. And there's the scores of these things back here.
So Ken, can I say something real quick about buying supplies and stuff like that when you first start out?
Oh, absolutely.
I spent a ton of money when I first started out buying holders and boxes and binders and all kinds of stuff. And now they sit around because I only keep my best stuff in that kind of stuff. So I would suggest that when you first start out, go the cheap route. Go the cheapest route you can find. And then as you get further along, buy the dance scope, buy the PCBS, buy the plastic for your pennies that you want to keep or your coins that you want to keep, and find a cheap alternative for the other stuff. Stuff that you're going to sell or that you're going to trade, or but in the beginning, I spent more on supplies than I did on coins, and that's ridiculous. I got very wrapped up in I want the best of this, and I want the best of this, and 9 times out of 10, I was putting junk in that stuff. So And I know there's a lot of collectors out there, older collectors and stuff that sell used tubes that sell all kinds of, you know, used boxes. And I do invest in the better things for the things that I am keeping for myself. So I'm sure that most of you in chat can relate to that, like going a little nutty on things to store your, but I mean, Velveeta cheese boxes work great for stuff. You can find cheap alternatives. Ken is like great at making his own handy dandy little clips, and I'm sure you've seen that too, Ken. People spending a fortune on storage things and
Over time, you're going to change the way you collect, and you're going to change the way you store your coins. You're going to change the way you handle your coins. You don't have to run out and, you know, spend good money on, you know, lots of cotton and latex gloves. The little toothpicks or tongs that you pick up the coin. You know, you'll learn to hold that coin appropriately. You know, grab it by the sides and all. You don't have to buy cases. I've seen people, they get involved and they get a case of 15,000 of these holders, you know, and then they realize after using 4 of them that when they fold it in half, it doesn't line up right between the front side and the back side, and you know they want their money back, and the guy says, "No, you opened it." Okay. There's an evolution in how you store your coins. I used to use these, and they're all well and good, but what happens when you try to take that coin out? That's
don't talk about it.
Oh, okay. Then you have something like this where you have an acrylic holder for the very best that you have. What is this? I don't know what the hell this is. 1970. Let's see what the hell the very best looks like in here. Where's the wow, the very best has a black spot on it. Well, we'll just pull that out and replace it. You know, at some point you realize, hey, these things, you can reuse them. The old cardboard, they're single use. They're inexpensive. They are, you know, the backbone of the hobby. Don't get me wrong. People like those. I like the plastic, right? I can take the coin out, put it back in, take a picture. If you have better coins, higher value, better quality, whoa, you can drop these and they'll be just fine. The more valuable the coin, it makes sense to spend a little more to get some protection. These cost, you know, 50 cents. These books, actually, check it out. If you're paying what, $9, right? Figured $7, $9. They fit 90. You're looking at 10 cents per coin for, you know, pretty darn decent storage. The modern ones are kind of neat because they don't have acid paper. These are made in the 60s and 70s. They can be a little more acidic, and well, it'll tone your coins a lot of times. If you like toned coins, oh, dude, stick them in here and leave them someplace for a couple of years. Come back and they can be kind of nifty. But the way you store your coins over time is going to change. And just, you know, roll with it. If you're buying supplies, get enough for your foreseeable needs, but you don't have to buy, you know, a pallet, for example. Get enough to get you by, and you'll be fine. There are supplies out there. Don't worry about a thing.
Yeah, Shay and Frank had a good point that UPS has free boxes, or USPS has free boxes that you can pick up to store your coins in.
Oh, absolutely. Where's that box I got? I got one here somewhere. Here we go. Oh, that's a priority mailbox. And yeah, you can just hack them out and chew them up. And oh, what is this, lint? Oh God. You can make storage boxes for coins. That's not a problem. Okay, what's this? What is this? Here's a 1943. Oh, I've been looking for that. It's a reconditioned coin. Oh, I meant to have this for a show and tell.
Yeah, Mike Badger makes Post-it coin pouches with Post-it notes.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still working on that article. Mike Badger wrote an article about the Post-it notes, and it's got to get put up on the blog. I'll make it a priority and get it up this week, I promise. Oh, let's see. What was this? Here's a neat one we just found. This is a 1943 steel. It's an S. But check it out. This is not original surfaces. They've been reconditioned. They take the darn things and they replate them. Right? Zinc plating is a pretty simple process. Really is electrodes, a little acid bath with some zinc dissolved in there, and you can effectively put new coating on your zinc coins, but it kills the value because it's been redone. And different ways to check. I'll have to take it out of here to explain further what to look for when you're looking for a replated coin, or when they say, geez, I got this 1974 penny, it's aluminum because it looks aluminum. Well, that's not really aluminum, is it? Okay, there's a show all by itself. Is plating, replating. I need to get out in the shed and do something there. Jerry says, I found one like that. Back in the 50s, it was a common shop class to teach people how to replate coins. Chrome was used quite a lot. So you have these neat things. They're magnetic. Copper is not really magnetic. It has magnetic-like properties. It interacts with a magnetic field, but it's not magnetic. But chrome, well, geez, that was heavily used on auto parts. Beautiful, beautiful chrome back in the 50s. And, well, geez, they used to teach the kids craft. And they taught them how to re-chrome a bumper, for example. And a lot of times the experimental piece was, you know, some old pennies or whatever the heck. And it was a shop class on how to replate stuff. And you could put, you know, plating, silver plating on silverware, right? Get the silver spoon in his mouth type of thing. Geez, it was a skill. It was a trade. You can go get a job at an auto shop and be the chromer and re-chrome parts.
And I think if you coin roll hunt, you'll come across those gold, the gold zinc pennies every once in a while that I think that was done by heat, by like putting them in boiling water or something.
Usually there's an electrical current involved to plate them out.
Well, they're not plated. It just turns them gold colored.
Sulfur. I bet you it's sulfur.
Probably.
Yep. Throw it in with some heart. I'll throw some pennies in with some. My next time I make some potato salad and boil some eggs.
Okay.
They make silver and gold pennies in science high school classes here all the time.
Yeah, I read something about that. That's what I saw about the gold ones, because I used to come across them all the time that were gold color. 70s, I think. So it wasn't zinc. Maybe it was the copper ones.
We took our pennies and dissolved them in nitric acid. Because they were, you know, all copper back then. Copper sulfate, says Coin Dragon. Yeah, well, it can be gold plated, it can be brass plated. Different things out there. But chrome is kind of common. When you have a chrome plated copper, it has magnetic properties. Look at this slobber here. We're going to have a slobber free show one day. I'll wear a mask.
I think they have pure nickel too, I believe, that's magnetic.
I'll have to look at that and see what nickel on copper does.
Yeah, the pure nickel. I think that has magnetic.
Google will show you how. Okay. I got more stuff to go through. Look at this. This is how stuff gets out of hand here. And it's why I have to clear off this desk every now and again and just get caught up. There it is. I take it out for show and tell. And it never gets put away, so I just shove it into a box. Okay, there's that. Here's a box with some pennies, some coins in it. What's this one? Ooh, look. The stuff you're going to come across. It comes from everywhere. My mother had sent these. Well, actually, my mother passed away. My sister had sent these. It was in a little pouch my mother had kept out with several different coins in it. You know, $50. There was a Mother Teresa, or Maria Teresa Taylor. which is somewhere out here. And there were some Balboas in here. And you know, every coin has a story. There's a story behind these. My mother's first husband was Navy, and he was stationed down in Panama for a little while and got a whole bunch of these Panamanian coins. But the dates, some of these are like in the 80s, so I don't know where the heck those came from because this is from back in the 60s. But I guess she had picked up on the darn things, and whenever she came across one wherever, she would hold on to it. Now, Panama's neat. They have a series of these coins that all have the same front, Vasco Nunez and Balboa. And here you have a quarto. Let's see if I have a quarter here somewhere. Yeah, I got a quarter here. I got that one right there. And I've got half. There it is. Here's a quarter. Get back over here. Here's a quarter. And here's a quarto Balboa. Pretty much the same darn size. But these were silver up until, what, sometime in the 50s or 60s. But it's a pretty neat design. You got the guy with a great conquistador hat. On the back, you have this seal of Panama. And they get several different sizes. Geez, you know, when you get into foreign coins, there's another just whole dimension to what can become of the hobby. You know, if you have just one coin from every country, how many coins are you looking at? A couple, 300? How about one coin of each denomination from each country? Thousands. And this Cheapskate, where's Cheapskate? He's here. Some of these coins go back centuries upon centuries. And geez, you got a different language. You got to translate what's going on, the date on that, to try to figure out how old it is. I think it's 232 or 233 countries. A lot of them have their own currency. Some don't. A lot of them just use U.S. currency or whatever nearby superpower is handy, or you know, maybe they use Chinese something. Balboa's value, I have no idea. This is probably worth a quarter. It could be worth $500. I wouldn't know. I have no idea what that thing's good for. What's a 70 Balboa in fine going for? But there's a lot of art, a lot of different designs on there. We have these foreign coins SJ gives out. She sends these, and we put some in every show. All the time we see these. What do you got here? Mexico. Here's $100 with a big dark spot on it. 100 pesos. Same reverse in the Mexican coins. Real great design. You've got coins that have holes in them intentionally. Okay, you can't read them because some foreign language. Right? I want to order pork on a stick when I see this stuff. You got teriyaki? I'll have that. Old copper. Let's see, 20 centavos. They got wonderful designs. Here's the Temple of the Sun down there in Tiwanaku, or one of those places. Mexican there. I don't know what this is. I got no idea what this is, but I got one right here. We're going to give it away Sunday. Shield. Lightweight. Probably copper nickel. On the other side, it's 50. 50 what? 50 oars. That's Norwegian. Wow, we have lost the ability of the camera to focus. Get the shiny stuff out of there. Okay. Your collection can take on all sorts of dimension, depth. Date and mint mark, that's a tiny fraction of the way you can collect. If you want to do, you know, just coins with ships on there, seriously, you can get hundreds of them that way. Anta's here. Norwatch Kroner. Is that what that is? Okay. Let's keep working this this box here. Here's a book here. The stuff in this box. You've got everything you need for a collection. Okay. This is Photo Grade. It's by James F. Ruddy. There are several other of these types of books. Coin World has one. There's one by Q. David Bowers, where you have grades of coins and photographs of each coin in each grade. So you can hold up what you have and say, aha, my coin is as good as this, but not as good as that. So you have a reference is the way that works. And you'll have every date, well, not every date, but every series in every grade, where you're looking for key features that will point out what the grade is. There's Mike White. Good to see you, baby. Linda says, I used to find tons of foreign coins and really old foreign in Coinstars. There you go. Well, they sort it out for the weight of U.S. coins. So anything that doesn't fit, stick that in a default tray and send it off. Okay. Accumulation, it's not just the coins. At some point, you're going to take that step up to get more information. The photograde books, be them Whitman or the Bowers or Coin World or any of those, very handy. But try to get the issues where the photos are decent. Hoagie sent one, the Coin World photo grade, beautiful photos, good quality images that are really functional. Some of them are kind of tough. Black and white, I could probably draw one myself, and my drawing is pretty awful. But you can pick out, aha, I want to see on very good, I want to start seeing the shield, I want to start seeing the hair features on a capped half dime, which is what that one is. PCGS has a great grading app. Okay, I'm going to take you over to there right now. Here's a screen. Okay, let me come up to here. And I've got this one already bookmarked. PCGS Photo Grade. It's PCGS.com. Let's see if you can see that. It should be up at the top here. There. PCGS.com Photo Grade is the slash. And you can pick out whatever coin you have. Right? You want quarters, you got seated, you got capped, you got barbers, standing liberties, Washingtons, and compare the images they provide to the coin that you have. Is my coin this good? Or is it better? And this will help you grade your coin. But there is still a range, right? Maybe you're a little more worn in this spot, but less worn in the other. There's still some variance in how to decipher these images, because that's, good Lord, what happened to this coin is not necessarily what happened to the coin that you have in front of you. Work on it. We could talk all day about grading coins.
I got a capped half dime up. You can grade that for me.
You have it up in front of you?
Yeah, on the scope.
Oh, there you go. Where'd it go? It's gone.
It's there.
Okay, there's Paula's.
Is it focused? I can't tell.
Mostly. Is that a gouge in her head?
Yeah, it is. I know.
Okay, well, we're going to ignore that. Now that got worse. Now it's a bright spot.
Just a minute. I'm getting a little closer here. Boy, I'm having a hard time getting that focused.
It's the brightness. Maybe if you tilted it just a bit.
Let me turn the light down. Okay. Because it's on his Hangouts, it shows up crappy, so it's hard for me to tell if it's focused on what you guys.
Last halftime, you say?
Yeah, you want to see the bat reverse?
Oh, we'll get that in a bit.
The reverse is better.
I got lost again. There, gotta find this. Ooh, that's in great shape on that side.
It took a hit on the shield. That's what you're seeing on the obverse.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where the hit is right there.
All right, let me pull up a photo grade. I've got that for the half times right now, and I'm going to get something close to what you have. And I bet you this is just about right.
For $2 in the coal bin at my LCS, so I had to have it.
Hey, a lot of people don't have one. They'd be happy to have one.
I didn't have one.
What you have. Okay, I've got 17 windows open. I'm having trouble.
Linda can hear my wind chimes. I know. She said they're driving away evil spirits. I can only hope so. Ken's still here though.
All right, how do I do the screen? I've got screen. Can I have the screen and shit, and your image side by side? No, this is hard.
Are you doing that all on your OBS, Ken?
Well, I'm trying to, but I want to have your picture and PCGS side by side, and that's what's proving difficult. Let me see if I can resize these. Let's see, can we see any of that? Is this working? Well, okay. Let's look at Paula's coin. I've got the corners of the shield that were getting my attention as far as grading that coin. They're just starting to blend in with the eagle, and I'm looking at the edges of the eagle's feathers on his wing on the top left. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to photo grade and compare the backs of some coins that I also see. Very fine in 25. Starts to see the shield blending in. You're starting to see the tips of the feathers in the wing starting to pick up some wear. If I go higher in grade, well, it becomes sharper. If I go lower in grade, it becomes more pronounced. So yours would be probably very fine, 25 to 30, thereabouts.
With detail.
It's not a whole lot better, but it's not a whole lot worse either. So somewhere between 25 and 30 is what I would come up with for a grade. However, when I get to looking at yours, I see also it has some issues on there. It has this big, dent in there. It has a ding in the head. It's not as desirable. So this would be a details grade. It's very fine, but we have a caveat. Very fine, but it has a rim nick, but it has some damage. Well, hey, there's nothing wrong with that very fine grade. People like to see good-looking coins. So even if they'll take a damaged one if they can get to see the detail, because you can't see that detail on an affordable one.
That's exactly why I took it.
Beg your pardon?
That's exactly why I took it, to have it.
There you go.
Yeah.
And these detail coins, these damaged, something's wrong with them. They're screwed up, bent, holed, scraped, scratched. You do get to see a lot of detail, and you can get them for a song a lot of times, $5, $10, $20 for what would have been, a $50 or $100 coin. 1929 half dime in very fine. Let me look over at my screen again.
You need to switch over from my thing to you. They're not seeing it.
Aha. Aha. Okay, well, here's the very fine.
There you go.
If you can see that. You can click on these images and they'll pop up big for you. There you go. And you can see, you can compare what you have to what they have. Right here, it's kind of getting worn out, a little bloody or a little bleeding out the detail right at the edges of the shield. Right, better grade, more detail. Okay, I'm going to go over to Numis Media. Let's see. I got to see if you can see what I can see. Coinprices.org. That's what it says right up here. Okay. I'm going to scroll down and find those half dimes. Where they are. They're in the other series. Half dime. That was in 1828?
Yes.
1828. Where are you?
No, 1829.
That's better. 1829 capped bust half dime. There we go. You got them all. And you can see what the price has been doing for a while. In very fine, that'd be a $100 coin. Right? They say it's dropped about 0.19% in the past year. What'd you pay for that?
$2.
$2.
In the
$2?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hell yeah. It's damaged. It loses a lot of that numismatic. I'm thinking you could probably get $20 for it.
But you know, I love the half dimes, and I didn't have one, and like you said, get one of everything, and I just wanted to have it in my collection.
Okay, and $2 is I think that's a bargain at $2.
Yeah,
that's a crazy good price. Where'd it go? It's gone.
Aunt said it was cleaned. I believe it was probably cleaned too.
Okay.
It had the fine. I mean, it's a details coin for sure. So if it had the damage on it, why not? Why wouldn't the person just go, okay, well, I'm going to get some of the doo-doo off of it too while I'm at it. I mean, I don't care. It's in my
It's
collection.
already screwed up. It can't get worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, $2. Go with it. You get that with a toothbrush to polish it right up.
Right?
Mahalo, Penny Saver.
Mahalo.
Good to see you. Well, we've been talking for an hour and a half or so. I like to run these coin classes about an hour, and that's okay. Let me read this. Cheapskate says there's a local gun club that collect all coins and medals with guns on it. I can tell you both the story of why the image was used on the coin and the entire backstory of the gun featured.
Nice.
No problem. How much does a staple mark drop a coin? A little bit of damage to a coin can drop half the value instantly.
I think that's a little. I don't think I'm going to live that one down for a while.
Man, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It broke my heart just to hear that it happened before I even saw it. Oh
I'm
no.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you hate to screw up the coins.
Well, hopefully somebody learned from my mistake.
Well, are you going to stick with staple type holders?
I've never used staple holders. That was just when I picked up at the coin show and we were in the room and I was in a hurry to show you guys and thought I could easily take it out and I was wrong. So, I mean, and I was actually pretty careful when I took it out and it's still, because when I first went to take it out, I kind of, sometimes you can like bend them in half and it'll just pop out. So I had done that. Well, it didn't pop out. So when I actually peeled the one side up and Jeffrey had taken the one staple out, I thought I could get it through that one side and it bent just as I was getting the coin out. And it just hit that staple, just hit it. And I went, oh God, my butt cheeks clenched. It was awful. Yeah, it was bad. I wasn't happy.
Geez.
I know.
Toothpick or pen. Oh man, sometimes having a toothpick or pen at the right time in the right place. That sometimes, well, that doesn't happen. The hobby goes in different places. There's people that go up metal detecting and find incredible coins. I was watching, let's see, Mike Lyman, and they found, I guess it was an old drape bust cent, is what they found, and he's got a water jug and his finger. He puts some water on, rubs it with his finger. Well, the thing's been in the ground for 150, 200 years. He's not doing any favors rubbing it, but, well, it's pretty screwed up to begin with. But boy, what I find, the hobby, it's everywhere. And it doesn't mean that everything you need, like laboratory environment, is everywhere. Well, you make do with what you have. And stuff happens. I'll go with it.
Well, the thing is, I pretty much since I've been collecting, I think one of the first videos I watched of yours was taking that toothpick and just popping that the Mylar on the flip. And so I have always done that, always. Because 9 times out of 10 when you buy a coin online or whatever, it comes in one of those. But I was sitting at the desk at the hotel. We were squeezed in. I didn't have anything readily available. And I'm like, I can do it. So at first I wasn't even going to show you the front of the coin. If you watch it back, you'll see I have the reverse. I'm like, isn't it pretty? Look at the die crack. And then I was like, all right, I got to show them. It's a teaching moment.
I'm going to have to include one of these folders with that lower quarter.
Oh, I got plenty of them. I'll send them when I send this stuff for you. I have plenty.
I get boxes of these.
I don't really use them anymore. So, I mean, very rarely.
Better coins. You want to have a little better protection for them. Yeah. Oh, look, we're getting. Did you see this, guys? People that are showing up late. Look, we got this. I guess a W quarter somebody sent in. I didn't write it down. Dodger 455 sent this in. That's a W quarter. We're going to give that away on next week's big show. Where'd my thing go? There it is. Screen. Nope. Scope. Da-da-dum. W. We'll give that away in 9 days. But we'll talk it up for a little bit first. Dodger sent that in. Have you got a W quarter yet? Because here's one you can win. I'm psyched. You out of here, Z squared? You probably have to work, I bet. Mike White says, nice. I'm hunting $100 in quarters right now looking for that W. They are elusive. Maybe 1% of these quarters that are out there are W's. Not many. Well, we're
Yeah,
going to coming up.
Frank, this bust half, you may be seeing that on the big show to come.
I saw Ken use a toothpick to rub off doo-doo. O-O. D-O-O. D-O-O.
Doo-doo.
That's doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
Yeah, I had an Aunt Doo-doo. That's what we called her, Aunt Doo-doo.
Charlie Reiser knows how to spell it. Doo.
Aunt didn't find a W, but did find those 2 Saratoga DDRs. Very good the other week.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Well, the hobby is going to take you places you don't know yet. You're going to change the way you collect over time. You're going to change how you handle them, how you store them, what you go after, what you seek. It's going to change. Maybe you're getting started with pennies or nickels or W quarters, right? Maybe a start there, and that's all it is a start, but it draws you in, and now you're doing bust half dollars or old half dimes or old 2-cent coppers. There's some neat stuff out there. You never know where you're going to end up. And there is no really end. It's a process. It's just a journey you take. I'm still a 3-cent nickel guy. Ain't nothing wrong with 3-cent nickels.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I never cared for the portrait design in those 3-cent nickels. I actually like the reverse design better. You get the 3 columns. I like to have them where they have all the little ribs all through there, and you have the leaves. I like the reverse design. Why didn't they, plate those with gold and have a Racketeer 3-center? Wouldn't that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did it with a nickel because they didn't say cents, but the 3-cent, they figured that out. Why didn't they plate those with silver? Maybe the guy wasn't around to figure that one out. That guy was born later. One of the best coins in our collection is an AU 3-cent nickel. There you go. We should have a show and tell. Bring your best darn coin, show it off, and talk about. Tell us a story about it. You like the outbursts?
You would probably recognize all of my best coins.
Could be. Probably seen them up close and personal before.
Yeah, you've probably touched them and
Licked them.
Yeah, maybe.
There's coins out there you haven't seen yet. There's coins you haven't heard of. There's a $4 gold coin the U.S. produced. Not for very long. Or is it the $3? Not for very long. There's 20-cent pieces out there. A little smaller than a quarter, but about the weight of a nickel. Great topic for first-time seminar videos. A show and tell. Just bring your coin and show us and tell us. That'll work. People like to show off their best coins. Dacone, he would do a show and tell. It'd be like a 24-hour show and tell.
Dacone already does show and tell, doesn't he?
Like this kind.
This kind. I love that kind.
Oop, that's the wrong button. I'm going to go to here. No. There. Oh, look at that kind.
Love that kind.
Yeah, it'd be good for show and tell. Okay, look, I've been going for an hour and a half. I want to thank Paula for all her help. We barely got into this box of stuff over here. I mean, barely. We can go on for what is this? Packing material. What's this?
I'm going to go, Ken. Thank you very much for having me on. That was fun. Bye, guys.
We can open that box another time. Look, we got the big show coming up on Saturday. On Thursdays we have a coin uh, Q&A. Paul is a lot of times in there. We have Cheapskate Blues, Manta Coins, CJ, even Coin Dragon have all jumped in to help out, sending pictures and stuff. Yeah, subscribe to these channels so you can see these shows. We talk about them all the time. Big show on Sunday. Yep, well, we're going to give away this thing. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel and these other folks. You can learn a lot about coins, and that's what's going to drive you. You know, talking about coins makes you a lot of times want to collect more. And you stick with a hobby, and it grows, and you grow, and well, it's a lot of fun. You know, if you're not having fun, dude, you're not doing it right. That's all I get to say. I'm going to take off, guys. Until next time, you guys stay groovy. We have Manta Coins coming up tomorrow afternoon at 5:30 Eastern Time, and he's been finding W quarters, and he's going to be doing some coin roll hunting. So you might want to watch that. Manta Coins tomorrow. Go get some quarter rolls. Post your link if you got it. If you're here. Great show and info. Thanks, Blues. Did I come in as you're leaving? Yeah, we've been going for a couple of hours now, just rambling. We can ramble just on a few things. Good Lord, we talked about everything under the sun here today. See you Sunday, Linda. Good night and sweet dreams. Later. Hate I miss class. Coin class every other Saturday at 9:30 is what we try to go for. No. What day is this? Every other Friday at 9:30. I like the rabbit? Okay. I think Paula knows where it came from. They should shake more. Yeah. I think I can get TV now. You still need to revisit the comparing coin prices class. It ended up being unboxing. Yeah. How much is a coin worth? There is no set price. It's not written in stone. What it's worth next week could be different from what it's. Watch these things. Watch these West Pointers. They've been selling all over the spectrum. 20, 30 bucks, 75 to 100. Now we've got that early find in a slab going for how much? 600 plus. They are all over the place. Well, how do you come up with a coin's value, a coin's price? You need a lot of different data points to come up with an algorithm to figure out the values. And then you have, you put together your price list. But my price list is different from your price list because you have different data, a different algorithm. What somebody is willing to pay for it is the value. Could be, but at what point are they paying too much? That happens all the time. Chris Garner picked up a silver coin from Greece. It is so small, but intended for small purchases. I just have a little cocktail. There you go. What is melt value? Well, there you go. You got a lot of silver being traded globally. And those algorithms and those data point collections have been well developed over the centuries. And you have what's called a spot price for silver, for all your precious metals. It's watched closely, and that spot price gets around the world quickly. A little bit of a difference. It's going to show up, in New York, in Tokyo, in London, within seconds. And you have effectively what's the value of silver right now, and it could be different in 20 minutes, right? Could be different in 15 seconds, but right now you have a spot price right here on the spot, and it's how many dollars per ounce is the way that works. So right now it's around what, 15, 16 bucks per ounce. Well, for an ounce of silver at $16, and in here you've got how many ounces at 40%. you can calculate what the melt value is. What's the silver in this coin worth? And if the coin is kind of beat up and screwed up, well, it still has melt value. Coins have numismatic value. They have melt value. They have sentimental value. They have face value. What's that one? 50 cents. Kind of neat. All these different values coming in. What's the coin worth? Whatever the greatest value is. It's worth more to a collector, right? Say $4 versus a jewelry maker where they're looking for, silver to melt down to make jewelry with, where it's worth $2.50 or $3, right? But maybe to somebody born in 1969, maybe to them it's worth $5. And then you have the coin, my grandfather gave me this, and it has more value than gold. Thanks, Zeppo. Yeah. There they are. All kinds of different prices. There you go. Look, guys, I'm going to take off. I'm going to get a nap in, eat some dinner, do my thing, clean off my desk, which I think is just going to be shoving it in that direction, and hopefully everything will land on that box on the other side. It's getting out of control again. I particularly like the carrot. That is a neat touch. Why would there be a carrot on the rabbit's head? Yeah, I'm going to take off. See you later, Victoria. All you folks, stick with it. Do your thing. Don't let anybody tell you you're doing it wrong, because your collection is yours. Whatever you make of it, go with it. I'm going to take off. I'll get to shut down like 7 windows here to make this work. Let's see, which one do I go first? Maybe this one. Okay, stay groovy. How do I stop this? Stop broadcast.